interest as well. And in a pinch, if you're willing to turn off all the lights, you can use a pair of candles.
Well, with that out of the way, hey folks, happy Halloween.
Yep, we have decided that fuck everything, Illbleed was bad, and we need something good to wash out that terrible taste.
Alright, we're just gonna play this for a while, and this is just gonna be Halloween.
I am super fine with that. Luigi's Mansion was one of my favorite games.
Yeah. This was a good launch game.
I know.
Probably one of the best that ever was.
Actually, I remember in 5th grade, I had a wicked case of chickenpox, and I was out of school for a week. And my parents decided to get me my Christmas present early, or to give me my Christmas present early, which was a GameCube with Luigi's Mansion.
That's fair.
Yep. And they didn't buy me a memory card. And that's the story of why my GameCube was on for a week straight.
What a powerhouse.
Yep. Didn't overheat. Most modern systems can't do that.
Most modern systems can't even go 10 hours.
Then again, I've seen stories of GameCubes getting dropped out of, like, 3rd-story windows and being fine.
Yeah. I've seen GameCubes dropped out of 3rd story and being fine.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. You remember a show called X-Play?
Yes.
Yeah, they had one where they were testing the consoles at the time, which was the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2.
Yep.
And so, one of the tests was, they just took a sledgehammer to all 3 consoles. PS2 shattered. The Xbox, like, was crooked, but otherwise fine. And the GameCube broke the hammer.
I remember with
then they ran it over with a car.
Yep.
Xbox couldn't take that. No, these were the same ones, by the way.
Oh my god.
What was left of the PS2 was just rubble. And the,
GameCube popped the tire?
No, the GameCube was just fine.
I seem to remember a video of it getting, like, thrown out of a window at one point, and, like, the hinge broke, but it still ran just fine?
You see, it wasn't even, like, the disc hinge that broke. It was the little carrier at the back.
Yeah.
So, they took a fucking Magnum pistol and shot it.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it took, but the console didn't shatter, and that's what frightened them.
Shot at point blank with a Magnum.
Yeah. Still looks like it's alright.
Might still run with minor repairs.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Like, that's the thing. Like, Nintendo builds its shit to last. Like, I remember, like, when they were making the 3DS,
Yeah, it had to be able to fall from, like, 1.5 meters and be fine. Otherwise...
And, incidentally, it can do that.
Yeah.
Because one time I was running for the bus, it flew out of my pocket, hit the cement pavement, skidded 5 feet, and was still running the game I had closed.
I had something similar happen while I was riding my bike. It flew out of my pocket and onto the road. I don't think it went, like, a full 5 feet, but, like, it chipped the paint, and otherwise it was perfectly fine.
Yeah, on mine you could tell it was dropped because it has some scratches. Not even on, like, the console itself. You know how, like, it has that little rim at the end of the top half, just so it closes right? That's a little scratched up.
Oh, no.
Because it was the original 3DS, so it was, like, the tinier plastic one with the fucking inbuilt fucking plexiglass.
Yep.
Yeah, that fucking a Nintendo. Hell, there's that one Game Boy Color in a museum because it took a mortar shell. And is still running Tetris.
It was an original Game Boy that was in the Gulf War, and it got hit by a mortar shell. And all that happened was the plastic of the cartridge fused into the plastic of the game.
Yeah.
Tetris still runs, but you cannot remove the cartridge.
Yep, and like it looks like kind of burnt, but I mean,
it's because it is kind of burnt.
Yeah. The aforementioned melting and such. You know what's funny about this? We're talking about technology and stuff. You know what's actually impressive?
What's
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon looks better than this.
Nice.
Yeah. Like...
Actually, while we're talking about technology...
Yeah, the GameCube is now officially, like...
portable systems are now stronger than the GameCube.
Yeah.
Which was the strongest system of its generation.
Underused, but yeah. I mean, look at Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. That's why the GameCube version is considered by many to be the definitive until the HD re-releases.
I'm not listening to a word this guy's saying.
Actually, while we're talking about technology, you know how they're trying to make quantum computers right now, but no one's having any of it because our understanding of quantum physics is kind of iffy as is?
Yeah, at best.
Right. So basically, we can't figure out how to make quantum computers work. No one can.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a while. And, basically Intel has decided that computers are as strong as they're gonna get while they're still affordable, and quantum computers aren't a thing. So their new strategy is, instead of making more powerful computers, what they're gonna do is they're just gonna let their R&D development slack on that, but they're going to double down onto power saving and heat distribution.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which, I mean, like, when physics is starting to get in the way of making your computer faster, maybe it's time to focus on another facet of the computer.
Yeah, why don't we increase internet speeds?
Well,
We could still go higher.
well, we have good internet speeds, we're just Canadian.
That's true.
Where we get charged twice as much as any other country for half the service. Turn off the flashlight and turn it on to spook 'em. But yeah, we live in one of the worst countries. We live in the worst first world country when it comes to data plans
And Rogers had the audacity to say that it would be bad for the economy if we let American. Yeah.
Well, I think we all know that if Verizon came to Canada, basically all they would do is undercut Rogers' price by $1. But still, that's $1 we didn't have before.
You know what? Most people would probably pay it out of spite.
Pay what out of spite?
Or sorry, pay Verizon that $1 less out of spite for Rogers.
Fuck Rogers so much.
Everyone in Canada hates Rogers.
Remember when they used to be a video store? What the fuck?
Yeah, that was back when people could still rent videos. Then Netflix happened.
And now Netflix is just a better alternative.
Yeah, except it has, like, much worse selection.
Also piracy.
Yeah. Oh, okay, they're just gone now.
Just shuddering around. Just humor him, go to the...
No.
Okay. But it's a gallery with nothing in it.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see it, Jay?
No, I've already fucking... Alright, go to the mansion. I don't want to go to the danger room, Professor X.
Just remember, if you can get 75% of a boss ghost's health in one vacuum suck, you get the big pearl. And that's what increases your, like, the frames in the gallery. Oh, look, a crying toad. Hello! Hi! You won a mansion and then never returned, in a contest you don't remember entering. And suddenly there's a weird old guy trying to get you to catch ghosts with a vacuum cleaner.
That's right, Luigi just uppercut this little punk. Wow, Toad must be ambient psychic. Cause, like, him cheering up just lit this room up like a fucking Christmas day.
Yep. Oh, be sure to suck up the sheet. Because warp points...
Can't
Oh
remember how
yeah,
to use
doesn't
this.
the A button... Yeah, what you have to do is you go into Game Boy camera mode, and when you, whenever you click on a mirror, it warps you back to here.
Yeah. I remember being freaked out by this as a kid because I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, me too, until I got to another mirror, and then I figured it out.
Also, the fact that it actually has Luigi's reflection is kind of neat.
It's better than some modern games.
Yeah.
I love that shitty spin animation.
Yeah, it's not great. Luigi, are you okay?
Hey, look, money. I can't help but feel that this game would be radically different if you were playing Wario.
Yeah.
Fuck you, ghosts! Give me the money!
Yeah, he doesn't even have the poltergeist. He's just inhaling them himself.
Just physically eating the ghosts.
Wario, he can and would.
Yep. I would play the crap out of Wario's mansion.
Yeah. I think we all would.
I think you have to suck up all the fire before the ghosts arrive.
Yeah, I know. I'm going for the money first. Oh. Oh, okay, it's the C stick to fix it, alright.
Yep. And remember, hump everything. You have to go up and hump it. Oh, or it'll just spray out, I guess.
Yeah, you could just use the vacuum. You know, the primary mechanic of this game.
Yeah. I don't know, I think I'm just used to going up to everything and pressing the A button to hump.
Oh, gee. Oh, we don't have this, Greg. Don't you see? Boo. I don't even know what that is.
Just like a little red cap.
It's me again.
I love how there's a button in this game dedicated to just calling out for Mario.
Yeah.
Like the entire game. Even when you see Mario.
Yeah.
You can just be like, Mario!
Mario! Mario!
Sucks to be you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. He's dead. Get it? Because he's a ghost?
Yep.
Wow. This is pretty dark. Like, physically.
I was just gonna say, what the fuck are you talking about? This is one of the most lighthearted games on the GameCube.
I don't know, I mean, these are... if they're ghosts, they used to be peoples.
In theory, but I mean, we still don't know the explanation behind the booze.
Also true. Get out... Hey!
Oh, be sure to get the chandelier, too.
Get over here, dollar. I have $20.43.
Pump that treasure chest.
Yeah. Luigi, he would mount it. Oh, God. Yeah, look at his little bouncing hand. Oh! Right, I forgot how fucking...
Vacuum the chandelier.
Fucking inverted controls. God damn, I hate doing this with a C-stick. Jesus!
Fuck. Take that to one of those cash for gold places, they'll give you like 20 bucks.
Yeah, and the crazy dude will be fucking painted in gold and just like, I want your gold!
Yep.
And I'm like, you look like a trustworthy lender of finances.
Oh, did you ever see that South Park episode about the cash for gold places?
Yeah, and how it was all like that big scam.
How, yeah, it's a big cycle where they sell the gold to like places in China that make shitty jewelry.
Yeah.
That gets sold on the home shopping networks, which then get sold back to the cash for gold places to make shitty jewelry.
Do we get introduced? Oh.
Do we get introduced to what?
I'm gonna say the big guy with the banana peels yet.
No, next room. Why do I still remember this?
It's a good game.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's the room with the wardrobes.
Yeah, you were correct. Fucking Harambe's dead.
Harambe did not die so you could do this.
Roses are red, violets are blue, Harambe is dead, and so are you. Come on, get in the hose.
I honestly...
Oh, right, the door hurts.
Yep. I honestly think it's hilarious how, like, stupid everyone's gotten about Harambe.
So, you remember Simon? Not like, the anime group Simon, but, Dimitri's, like, uncomfortably close friend Simon.
Okay.
So him and a couple other of his friends started up a t-shirt printing company.
Yep.
And their first t-shirt was just Dicks Out for Harambe. And he posts that on Facebook like, yeah, now you can get your own Dicks Out for Harambe t-shirt.
Don't they already exist, though?
Probably. But my only post was just a picture of a gorilla holding a wad of cash and the words $1 gorillion. Oh, well, that's helpful.
Well, I mean, good for them for starting a t-shirt company, but,
Yeah.
I mean, are they actually printing their own t-shirts?
Yeah,
or
they actually have a t-shirt printer.
Okay.
Which cuts down on costs immensely, I imagine.
Yeah, because I figured they might be those idiots who go to a t-shirt printing store to make their own t-shirts to sell online.
Yeah.
Actually, what's becoming more and more of a business recently is places that will 3D print for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 3D printing machines are expensive to both own and obtain.
Yeah, they're like $1,000 minimum to buy a good one. and like the resin isn't cheap. And if it breaks, you can't 3D print your own replacement parts.
Yeah. Well, you could if you do it in advance. I think I remember one of the things someone was doing as an argument against 3D printing machines is just like, won't people just 3D print their own 3D printing machines?
Yeah. That was actually...
And I mean, that's like next level piracy.
Oh, man.
I'm just excited for 3D printing machines because I can finally print a car. Thus meaning I can, in fact, download a car, and you can't stop me.
Oh man, did you hear about the guy who made the Liberator, the first 3D printed entirely plastic gun?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, there was this whole thing where he's like, it's not illegal so long as you put a certain amount of metal in it, so that it becomes compliant with national gun laws. And like there was this whole thing where they brought him on like the news, and they're like, "So is this illegal?" And he's like, "No, but I suspect it's about to be super illegal, so do it now."
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, guys, is that special? Yeah, it is. Holy shit! Fucking the ghost of Uncle Moneybags.
And I mean, you can't illegalize possessing a thing that was legal to possess beforehand, so long as you could prove that you owned it before the law passed.
Yeah.
Because grandfathers. So, basically everyone who has a Liberator,
Can't be arrested for it.
can't be arrested for owning it. You can still be arrested for using one, just as you can be arrested for using guns to do a variety of things.
Yeah. It's not illegal to own a gun, it's just illegal to use it in most capacities.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the politics for you. Welcome to Politicians 1. I really wish I could inhale this tracksuit.
Well,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I think you missed a spot, Shiggy.
But yeah, Canada laws are weird too, where you can only own a certain number of bullets.
Well, that's
I mean, it
fair, I
makes sense.
suppose.
It's something like if you have like a rifle, you can only own something like 3 20-round clips, and you have to turn in your casings in order to get more clips.
Yeah. I mean, at least then, you know, we can prove you're not being a jackass.
Yeah. Also, for cops in Canada, in order to actually use your gun is a shitload of paperwork.
Well, yeah.
Like, I've heard reports of some cops that actually don't carry a long gun in their cruisers like they're supposed to, because it would be too much paperwork to fire the damn thing.
Now, is it like you have to have the paperwork written out in advance, or...?
No.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, that sounds impractical.
Basically, you're always supposed to have a rifle in the back of your police cruiser, like in the trunk,
Yeah.
just in case some shit goes down.
Yeah.
But some of them don't, because it's so much goddamn paperwork. Like, you have to basically justify why you fired it, where you fired it, any collateral damage that was caused by it. You have to fucking take pictures and catalog where the bullet hit if it didn't hit a person.
Good God.
Yeah. It's just a nightmare of paperwork. And I understand why it's there, but it's just a lot.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's just not great.
It's rational, it's just inconvenient.
Wasn't this place filled with, like, ghost bats?
Also fake doors.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if a door jitters, it's real.
Yep.
And if it doesn't, it costs you $10. That's a boss room.
Yep.
Also, I remember there was a boss in here that you don't get to until like halfway through the game, which I thought was cool.
I don't think it was in this hallway.
Yes, it was. It was the twins.
They're not in this hallway, though. Because,
Yeah, they are. That room on the right is the mother's room, the room on the left is the father's room, and then one of the rooms is the baby's room.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then the
okay.
other one's the twins that you don't get to until halfway through the game.
well, I think something's gonna go on with that book.
No, it's the old dude who's
Yeah, I know.
rocking in the chair.
Mario!
You have to wait until he yawns, I think?
Yep. Oops.
Well, fuck.
I May have jumped the gun a little bit.
We gave him just a touch of a spookin'.
Oh, it's a big one. Yeah, it's a big one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got
Oh,
it.
fuck, I forgot about those mushrooms.
Oh.
So close to 75! Oh, goddamn, you didn't get the big pearl.
Well. Yeah, like this was gonna be a complete or detailed playthrough.
I think we're just playing through to the baby or something.
Yeah, that was the idea. Playing through the first section of the game. Yeah, I don't think we said that on camera, but we're only playing the first section of the game. Because we have neither, like... I don't think anyone wants to sit through an entire playthrough of this. Like...
Especially considering that together we could probably play through this thing fucking blindfolded.
Yeah. Sure. Who's Lydia? The twins were very shy for ghosts their age.
See, I told
They've
you it's the twins.
even gone and hidden the key to the room far away in the mansion. How very tiring. And they got mad at me the other day for twirling their little toy helicopter mobile. Ghost children today. Who knows what they... So they're just born ghosts, huh?
Yep, in fact, specifically, the crying baby, whose name is Chauncey, I think, was born a ghost, which is why he always cries. And I think he was the only one that was born a ghost.
Well, the twins were said to be, you know, something for ghosts their age.
Fair enough.
So, fuck if I don't know.
But I
like
remember
how
the
Luigi
baby
whis-
specifically was
Yeah.
born a ghost. Fake.
Yep. I think in Luigi's Mansion 2, you could actually suck the fake doors off the wall.
That's awesome.
Or you could do something to them. I think you could burn them or something at some point when you get the fire.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah. I can't remember what
So
it was.
long as there's some way you can tell them apart
Yeah.
preemptively.
Well, like, you could always tell them apart preemptively in the normal means, but you could, like... There was a way to get rid of them, pretty much.
Or go to the map, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Also, I
Oh
remember
yeah,
in this
there's a
game...
spooky toad in the background.
I remember in this game having to go back partway through, because I realized, like, 3/4 of the way through the game, the first time I played it, that every time you water plants, you get money.
Yeah.
So I remember going back through, like, the entire game with the water sprites.
Yep, once you unlock those, you pretty much... Yeah, I have got her in my corner trap. There we go.
Yeah, big pearl!
Did I get her in one?
Yeah, you can. You can get everyone in one except for the bosses. Wow, sucks to be her.
Sucks to be me, in the good way. I'm the suck master. I'm the master of sucking.
You know you can actually make it suck faster by pressing the opposite direction of her on the C-stick, right?
I did not know that.
Well, now you do. So, for future reference, you can suck harder.
Oh yeah.
Also,
I
spin
could
the
always
fan
suck
around.
harder.
Spin the fan around for bonus bucks.
They'll never stop me. I am the greatest. I am the greatest at sucking. Like a French prostitute.
Suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Right on through to the other side. Wow.
Yep. I won't go so far as to say I know all the secrets of this game, because someone will tell me otherwise immediately after I miss one,
Yeah, we've already missed probably a dozen.
but I know a few of them. I will go so far as to say I know a few.
Oh yeah.
I will go as far as to say I have A ranked to this game before. Did it? Whoa. Mind you, this was a decade ago.
Back when this game was still... Actually, that would have been like 2 decades ago when this game was new.
Almost. It's getting close. It came out in 2000. It came out after it came out after the 2000s. So.
Okay.
And I was also in the Middle East, so I started it later than everyone else would have.
Fair enough.
Mind you,
yeah,
this isn't
looking
the
at
same-
box,
yeah.
2001. So that
Mind you,
would've
this
been
isn't even the
15
same
years ago.
copy as when I was a kid. Oh wow, I could just go around like this,
Yep.
like an asshole.
So yeah, 15-year-old game.
Yeah. I got it for a good
Still
price, too.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Man, I fucking hate any... You know what? I'm just gonna put this out there. If you sell video games and you put, like, those little yellow stickers on there that you can't peel off, you're an asshole.
Fair enough.
Like, if that shit doesn't come off easy, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, I remember EB Games actually had to switch to a different kind of sticker because we were getting so many complaints.
Yeah. And you should.
Yep.
Because do you know how many of my game cases you assholes ruined? Oh, I need that. Give it.
But the problem was that because we had already sold so many and those stickers never came off, that whenever they got traded back in, they'd come back with the old sticker residue. So we'd sticker over the sticker residue. So people would remove the new stickers and get the old sticker residue and think that the new stickers were just as bad.
Okay, how do I wake the baby again?
I think you have to throw a ball at him.
This is
Point down.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, you have to rock the horse.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
You throw a ball at him in the fight.
There he goes. Sup? Hey, you want to play with me? Nah, nah. Now I think I throw the ball at him.
Yeah. That's right, feed me your teddy bears.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, I kinda didn't. Oh, so I started watching a really good Netflix show the other day. It's called BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It is shockingly good.
Stop!
It's about...
So the baby can't hurt me.
Yep.
Oh, no, nah, I spoke too soon.
It's about an actor named BoJack Horseman, who was on a sitcom in the 90s.
There we go.
And basically just spent the rest of his life doing nothing.
Yep.
And he wakes up from a drunken stupor 15 years later and is like, holy crap, it's been 15 years. And that's where the show picks up.
So, like, does he not remember those 15 years, or...?
He has vague fever dreams of the last 15 years because he's been drunk and stoned off his ass.
Yeah, I can respect that. So, as nice as the game looks, this baby looks like that fucking 90s dancing baby.
90s dancing baby?
Like, it was one of those first, like, look, we have CG now. Look what it could do. I guess he winked at me, but I can't tell because the fucking background's going nuts like it's Audacity.
But yeah, there were actually some really good lines in that show. Like in one of the first episodes, he's meeting a new person.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm always really awkward at parties. And his response is, have you tried alcohol? Or he's at a bar, and he's like, oh, she's not gonna call, get me the consolation whiskey. And then he gets a phone call, and she's like, oh my god, she's calling, get me the celebration whiskey.
Hey, come on. Come on. There we go.
Yeah, pull back on the C-stick.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Do it rapidly.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, fuck, I thought maybe you had him corner trapped.
Well, I had him in something. He is not happy, I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
Baby go boom. That's one big baby, mama. Oh, hey, did you know that they're remaking, or I guess... Yeah, I guess it would be remaking. They're making Johnny Bravo again.
Awesome.
And they're like, yeah, we're gonna modernize it for, you know, modern audiences. I'm like, oh, no.
The point of Johnny Bravo was that he was a terrible person.
Yeah. So, I really hope they maintain that. But, like, is he gonna be a terrible person in the same way, or are they gonna make him what would make you a terrible person in modern times? And that's why I'm like, this has potential to be real shitty.
Is he just gonna be an asshole who, like, talks on the phone in a movie theater?
I think they had that episode.
Actually, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, cell phones were just sort of becoming a thing when Johnny Bravo was ending.
Yeah. And then they had that, like, second series of Johnny Bravo, if you remember that, where he,
he would shitloads of crossovers and stuff?
Well, no, I mean, like, he had, like, those supporting characters, like, fucking the diner owner Pops.
Yeah.
Like, I consider, like, the first series to be where it was mostly just Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
And then the second season, like, the second series was, like, all the supporting characters, like Carl and the little girl neighbor.
Well, Carl and the little girl neighbor were in season 1.
Yeah, but they were weren't heavily featured.
Yeah, it's like Johnny Bravo's mom. She was in season 1, but she was never really the focus of an episode.
Yeah.
It was always about Johnny Bravo and him doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Like finding out that the girl's sister was like, who was that model who died like 5 years ago?
Farrah Fawcett?
Farrah Fawcett! Finding out that, like, Farrah Fawcett was related to her, and he's like, no way, you have to be lying. And then he spends the entire time trying to, like, hit on Farrah Fawcett.
And I think she's, like, artfully like, she's not even rejecting him, she's just artfully dodging everything he's trying.
Yep.
Oh, this was weird and stupid. Let's get out of here, me.
Oh, yeah.
People are gonna be like, Johnny Bravo's super sexist, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's the point. That's what makes him an awful person.
Yeah, and notice how it never works. Like, that's always my argument, where it's like, oh, you know, he's a sexist.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, he is!
And look at how good that goes for him. I think the only time he's ever wound up getting a girl was because she was a fucking werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
And
Must
then,
like dogs.
Yeah. And then she turns out to actually turn into a guy named Steve every Tuesday. Who collects stamps.
I remember bits and pieces of that.
Yeah, I remember that episode because I always loved it as a kid just because the ending was so fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, but that's a good question. Is it still sexism or racism, whatever, if it's shown not working? If it's...
I would say it counts at that point as a parody because, like, you know... I would say it's not negative
like,
at that point because it clearly didn't, like, you know...
It's like those very special episodes of sitcoms where it's like the kid takes drugs and then drugs are bad.
Yeah.
It's not encouraging drugs. Yes, it shows people drugs who might not know what drugs are.
Yeah.
But...
Like that episode of, fucking... What was that show called? Captain Planet, where, like, there was the dude who was just the avatar of cocaine and then he exploded for some reason.
Fuck. I did not watch Captain
Also,
Planet as a kid.
I think it was like the Asian girl, like her friend gets into drugs and then it kills her.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, that's a heavy-handed lesson for children.
Yeah, Chauncey. Chauncey's the baby.
That's an awful baby name. If you name your kid Okay, kids at home, if your name is Chauncey, your parents hate you. I got $2 million in pearls.
You got 2 million G's in pearls. And this game is Japanese, so divide everything by 100.
I got $4,000 in pearls.
40,000.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Where will you go, Luigi? Home. Happy Halloween, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Watch Johnny Bravo, the old one.
It's a good show.
It's a good one. See ya.